Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Right, so today we've got another cheap WRX install. Well, not another install, but another vlog. This is actually going to be quite a cheap thing for a lot of people to do, and I think you guys will really like this. So the WRX is an O2, right, which is obviously old, it's dated. Subaru has never been known for their interiors. They don't look particularly great. Now, however, a really, really good way to upgrade the interior and make it look great is by a new head unit. Now, I've seen these really, really cool 10.1 inch screens and stuff like this, and I thought that looks great, but they're super expensive. They're like £300. But I managed to find one, which is a factory refurbished model on eBay, and I bid for it, and I got it for about half the price. So that's what we're going to be installing today. I'm going to show you it now and actually show you everything that you need. This is applicable to anyone upgrading their old stereo unit with a newer stereo unit. Okay, so it's applicable to anyone. It's not applicable to this model specifically, but to anyone doing this with any old car, and especially the WRX. So let's check it out. Right, so as I said, this is the unit. This is a 10.1 inch tablet style display. It has a movable ball joint, and it's Android 9, 2 gig of RAM, 16 gig of onboard memory. So that's really cool. Now the thing which is obviously for most people, you'll know that this is the ISO connector, right? This is the old one for the old crappy stereo that was in there. I kept this as a reference point because obviously it doesn't line up with this, right? This is a new ISO unit. So obviously that doesn't work. And a lot of people typically will splice their wires and just connect them up. Don't need to do that. For something really, really cheap, this was like £3, you can get an old to new connector. So old connector, which will plug into the car, plus new. So old to new. And these literally just, it's plug and play. So this is something that you really, really should get. It makes the world of difference. And then for the WRX specifically, you need brackets. So this is the bracket that you have. It attaches onto the side and then obviously fixes in to the bracketry on the, well inside the car, basically. Now, this is the Eonon GA2178. This is a 10.1 inch display. Hello. Like I said, it's factory refurbished. It's still got the protective coat on it. It comes with a lot of stuff, actually. Like I said, I have taken it all out and I've had a look at it just to make sure it was all working, because obviously when you buy off of eBay, you never know. Comes with a pry tool, so that's pretty cool. And the other main things, which I thought was really, really cool, was it comes with, well, one, this is a DAB box. You had to buy this separately, but this was thrown in when I bought it. So it will have digital radio, which is badass. It comes with this, which is a Wi-Fi antenna. That actually does have Wi-Fi anyway, but this obviously just boosts the signal, so that's cool. We also have this. This is a GPS box, so it just means that it will be able to actually track you. This will just probably sit inside the dash somewhere, along with that as well. And then some wires, some USB ports, because we all love USBs. You can charge stuff on the go. This is the DAB radio antenna. This will just affix to the inside of the windscreen. Really easily done. Not too difficult at all. And then these won't be needing just yet. These are all like video in, video out, because you can set up multiple screens. We also have a microphone. It comes with this. So if you want to buy this set, this is not sponsored. I bought all this myself. But this comes with it, along with this one, or the USBs and stuff like that. And then another USB. So this is going to be the start of something really, really cool with respect to the whole car, because once this is installed, I've got something everyone should have if you have a tuned car with ECU tech. So more on that later, but let's get to the install. Right, so first things first is actually just to chuck these bracketry on. Now, what I'm going to do first is just kind of line it up to where I think it's going to be, based on where this lip needs to kind of come out, which will pretty much be as close to it as possible. It's not really going to be there, but I'm going to put it in first, then going to line it up and put the fascia on inside the car, and then go from there, really. Right then, so thankfully, because I don't actually have anything in here, this is easy to pop off. If you don't know how to do this, it's literally just pull tabs. So you just pop it off. Now, as you can see, this is where the bracketry will actually line up into. So I'm just going to mount this and just see whether it actually lines up right, so it comes out of there correctly. Are you shitting me? Right, well, slight change of plan. This thing's so bloody wide, it doesn't actually fit. So what I'm probably gonna have to do, I'm gonna unbolt these now, just mock it up and see whether it will fit, because this, I might have bought the wrong one basically. I don't think I have, and even if I have, what I'm gonna do is probably just cut this off, because it should be able to mount just on this one on either side, and that will be sufficient, because it'll also be held in by the kind of bottom piece here. So let's go do that and see kind of where we're at there. Right, what I've done, anyone with OCD look back now, I've modified this bracket because it was the wrong bracket, so top marks. Honestly, you can't find a bracket specific for the O2 model. I couldn't find one anyway. So I've modified it. It will sit in here. I've got some self-tapping screws. I'm going to screw it in here, and that should sit flush up to about there, which means that this bezel here will clear it, and it should go in nicely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a time lapse of me doing this, just fitting some wires and stuff like that, and just going from there. Okay, so I was going to do the microphone, but I'm probably going to leave that now, I think, and just crack on with doing the antenna and the DAB radio thing first. I don't think the microphone's going to work because this dash is really hard to navigate through. And I was, as you can see, I was going to pop it off and have it through on the top here, but it's just not possible. I mean, it is for someone that's a little bit better at it than I am. I'm an amateur. So, yeah, let's start feeding all this in and popping it behind here somewhere, and then hopefully switch it on and show you what it looks like. Right, so after much messing around and apparently cutting myself, not really sure how I did that, but you know, whatever. This is in. It's not as flush as I would have liked. Well, I guess it's kind of flush. There's just like a little bit of a lip here because obviously I've had to modify the brackets. But it sits okay. I haven't extended any of the wiring or the Wi-Fi antennas or the mics or anything like that. I have one USB now down there, which you'll see what that's for soon. And then because I've modified it, I can take this apart and then, well, upgrade and kind of feed through all the wires on another day. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in, turn it on, see if it works, and show you what it looks like. So like I said, the tablet actually works on this ball joint here, and it just plugs in underneath there. You can just slide it on. So you'll plug it in first and then turn it on and hope for the best. Hopefully it works. And then we have a easy, relatively cheap upgrade for the cheap WRX. Cool. And there you go. Like, that's, I mean, a massive difference. Probably slide it up a little bit so I can actually access things. And let's actually see if it works, shall we? Hopefully it does. Be cool if it does. I need to turn some aircon on as well. It's goddamn hot in here. Hey! We got it to work! Ha ha ha! That's cool. Cool. So this is an Eonon. I think I said that at the start. So, epic. Not super quick, but not super slow either. Let's pull this off now. Oh, no. That's not coming off that way. Oh, look at that. What an epic screen. So 10.1 inch screen, Android tablet in my cheap Subaru WRX. So look, such a difference. Such a big difference. And yeah, like it's not perfect, but this is what this series is all about. It's just doing it from home. You know, I would have liked the wiring to be wired up through behind and things like that, but there's only so much you can do. It's quite quick. That's really quick, actually. My phone's like a 4K display, 60 FPS, so this is quite rapid, to be honest. Let's see if the DAB works, because I haven't done the receiver. The receiver's actually still behind here. So let's see if it works. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I do need to change that. Well, look, anyway, I'm going to mess around with this for a little while. There you go. That's a quick, cheap install. And it was cheap. All parts was under £200, including the tablet. Yes, I'm sweaty. It's really hot in here. I've had no aircon. So it was really, really cheap. All under £200. Bit of a faff messing about with the bracketry. Word of advice, if you've got a WRX and you have brackets, keep them. Keep them, because that is what messed this up the most. That's why it's not sitting as flush as I would have liked. But I mean, it's pretty good. It's good enough, and that's what's important, because this car's a mess around car. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave it a big thumbs up. I will do a full review of this Eonon tablet soon, so stay tuned for that. It will still be on this Wednesday series. If you're new here, I upload these videos every single Wednesday about 6 PM, 7 PM GMT. So if you want to stay tuned for that, then hit subscribe. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching. I've been Mr. H. Take care.